Hello everybody. I'm going to let the intro play out, but basically what we're going to do here is Sisters versus Sisters, New Game Plus, True End. True End has basically gotten throughout the course of the game without doing any extra stuff due to how the endings are set up in this game, so you really won't see me do anything other than brute forcing my way to the end as fast as we can. And we have a very surprising character who will get us there. I'll stop for now. Yeah, well, I don't know about the game audio thing. Okay, just give me one sec. Let me just go back to my main scene where it shouldn't have this problem.
Also, Discord audio doesn't seem to be audible, just so you know.
Let me make up a new one. Bye.
Never mind, I can hear Discord audio now.
Yeah, everything's good on this one.
Yeah, just make the game big, and then no one needs to. Now I hear myself. Okay.
Alright, now this should be how it's normally going to work. My audio should be both ears, and the game should be audible. Alright, so I'll start over by closing the game and then opening it back up. What we're going to be playing here is what?
Just look at marathon runners when after you're done with the intro.
What we're going to be playing here is Neptunia, Sisters versus Sisters, New Game Plus, True End. It's an ending where we don't have to do anything out of the way to get to the end due to how the endings are set up. So we're really just going to be brute forcing our way to the end as fast as we can, and we have a very surprising character to get us there. I'll stop now to let the game play this song. It's a pretty good one.
Okay. Good luck.
Alright, I'll officially get underway. Thank you for coming by and watching this run. It's a very nice run. I love this game. I hope y'all can get some enjoyment out of it. I hope we have some fans of the twins, because we will be seeing a specific one of the twins pretty often. So as we get ready to begin, I'll do the countdown on go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, Sisters vs. Sisters. One of the best non-mainline NEP games. It has a lot of work put into its story. So much work, it makes you believe that it could be a mainline game, but sadly not. And what we're going to be doing here, we're going to be starting off here is your basic tutorial with the new system here. We gotta go practice battles and all that stuff. We're gonna stay our standard team for now. There's gonna be a trick here we're gonna do after we do this tutorial fight, which they'll just get owned in one hit. And we're gonna do one of hopefully many tricks where we jump and hit the button to turn this on at the same time by hitting the wrong button. We'll do a little jump to, save some distance, get closer to where we gotta go after we press the button, and then we're gonna press the button at the same time. You gotta hit both square and X. Oh, he was guarding the door. What a guy. R4 needs to give these doggoos a raise. Alright, now we're gonna do part 2 of the button and jump, hopefully. Yeah, you'll see me miss it there if the button remains the red color. It's actually pretty precise. It's not the hardest trick, but you'll miss it sometimes. Now we're going to come up on the first android fight. There's a bunch of these android fights, and they have no chill. They will attack you, like, very quickly. So you gotta hope you attack them before they decide to move, or else they'll lose time. Alright, she was about to go. So even though it's a brute force your way to the end as fast as you can, there is some time losses that can happen just throughout, like those androids and stuff. But now that this tutorial beginning part is over with, we're just going to be going through a lot of cutscenes. This story is really complicated. I've only played through the game once, so I don't have it all memorized, but at this point, the world's going into chaos. Monsters are being created everywhere.
Oh.
Neptune's missing. Nepgear's depressed. Everybody's left Nepgear, and Nepgear's gonna go all by herself to self-loathe. And we're gonna meet one of the new characters. Sadly, we don't get to play as her in the main game. Stylish girl. We'll later find out her real name, but right now we'll just call her Stylish Girl. Now, I submitted this run on purpose with the fact that I wasn't going to derust it enough to get it memorized. I'm going to call it Getting Lost Simulator. So you guys in chat can predict how many times I will get lost in the dungeons throughout the game. It'd be very nice if I can stay under 10. But get your guesses in. How many times? Getting lost means turning a wrong direction. Going a completely different route. Because these dungeons are set up with a bunch of dead ends all over the place. So you really just have to memorize them all. There's going to the same dungeon multiple times, except the second time you go, you have to go a bit farther in or go a different direction, etc., and so on and so forth. But now we're still we're about to set up on what will be our main team. And like I said earlier, I hope y'all are a fan of the twins, because this is going to be our main team. Ram, Rom, get rid of Rom. I forgot to control this for a second. We got this though. Ram is our unexpected main character of this game. We all think that Nepgear is the main character, but no, it's Ram. She is super strong. She very early in the game cycle, she gets a very broken skill. And you can create discs in this game that will make her even more broken. So now we are in our first big trek of the a dungeon, hoping to not get lost along the way. I'll try my best to do a bunch of commentary, but there really is just going from point A to point B with nothing exciting happening. Throughout these dungeons, you'll see a bunch of closed doors. To my at the moment, there is no way to skip these doors. We have to do a detour to open them up. And that's time consuming, but
Looks like we've got it figured out.
I guess the holy grail of this game will be to eventually find out how to skip these doors, glitch through them, etc. Some kind of similar shenanigans that we saw in the victory run last time with the emulator only skips. Now, the thing with this game is you won't see it right now, but you'll see it later when we have teammates with us. We're just going to gradually let the teammates stay in our team whenever they get into a part. Okay, there's getting lost count number 1. You guys can help me keep track with it. They love to talk and say the same stuff all the time, and it gets relatively annoying. So it's nice to have some peace and quiet here at the beginning. And yes, this is our top speed. We really can't speed this up. In this game, the enemies move very slowly. It really is a skill issue if you get into an encounter. Like, there may be very, very rare things that could happen that you really couldn't avoid it. But for the most part, it's a skill issue if we get into an encounter. Like that Dogu on the tutorial dungeon. I could have avoided it if I took the long way around, but potato, potato. Here's another instance of going very far out of our way to open a door. Near the beginning, most of the doors will have a warp to warp us to the door after we get done, but there's going to be some dungeons where we do not have the luxury of a warp. So we have to walk all the way back.
We should check.
That was a pretty good
This opens a door.
switch jump. I don't really know what that trick's called. I'll just call it switch jump. Now we're going to get into another fight, and you'll get to see just why Ram is the chosen one.
This one looks pretty tough.
She does a tornado-like attack with like infinite hits. Not really infinite, but however many hits it does as it goes through the enemy.
Who wants to play?
And she does a lot of damage.
I'm not tired at all.
And that's what you'll basically be seeing throughout the game. Eventually we'll get to enemies that take more than one tornado, but that's not for a while.
You want to go? Everybody's tired and hungry by now, right? I'll cook us up. You want to go here? I wonder what kind of monsters are out there.
Now we're in the same dungeon again, except we're starting
All right. Follow
another point. But yeah, story-wise, to my memory, the world is in deep chaos. The only people we have is ROM, RAM, Netgear, Uni, Blonde is the only CPU. Vert's stuck in her nation being a very big neat, not giving a crap about the world's destruction. To be honest, I can kind of vibe with her on that, but I won't say any more about that. And then Noir, what is she doing? Oh yeah, she's basically just losing her mind with all the work she's having to do on keeping her nation safe. And then, like I said, Neptune's missing, presumed dead. Oh, yeah. Alright, now what we're about to do is we'll be in this dungeon again at a very much later portion of the game. So what we're about to do here, unlocking that, we're about to unlock a set of stairs into a door. And we'll actually notice that when we get to this exact same dungeon later in the game, this is already going to be open because we're going to be sent to the future. AKA to the point where we've already done this, so we don't have to do it again. Nice little thing they did there. They didn't have to. Ladders are dumb in this game. Really, just your characters are dumb. They cannot just instantly climb the ladder. They have to align themselves up a very specific way before they get onto the ladder. So you just saw her kind of like do a little circle spin halfway before latching onto the ladder. You'll see that a lot because it's really hard to stand in the very pixel perfect spot to get them to just instantly get on the ladder. Woo! That enemy was right there, waiting. Really, nothing you can do to make these segments exciting. I hope you guys like this theme because you hear this music a lot in the beginning of the game, along with the cave theme. Once we get to the station.
This one looks pretty tough. Be careful, everyone.
And then another instance of just seeing Ram being overpowered.
Who wants to play with Ram next?
Now the game wants us to go to the right and leave the dungeon the normal way, but why do that when we can just use the save point to warp out of the dungeon back into the main map? The save points have fast travel, return to world map options, the whole shebang.
So what should we play? Want to draw or play tag? You want to go?
We're about to actually unlock last station as I speak.
With a nice. You must be tired. Let's take a break.
Bunch of cutscenes on our way to getting to last station. Or lean box. My bad, it's lean box first and then last station. The lean box section is really short though.
You want to go
Here we're about to, well, we gotta go through the chirper function, which is now basically Twitter, or my bad, X. Where we, this is also one of the main ways we can get shares and lose shares, depending on what ending we want. Because liking or reading tweets, liking them, and all that kind of jazz can either give you shares or take away, depending on if the color is blue or red. But we're doing just what the game requires us to do to advance, accepting some quests through the chirpers.
You want to go here?
Oh.
You have a new quest. What would I do? Hope you find my skills useful. Don't just rush into a dungeon that you're not ready for. All right, follow me.
This one requires us to talk to a person to learn some intel. And if you're not careful, you can accidentally say, no, I don't want to warp out of here, because it gives you an option if you want to warp out of here when you're done.
Job done. Let's
And it's hovered over no, so if you hit X too many times, you'll say no, and have to take a walk of shame.
You've accomplished quest has been completed. Thank you for your
And getting IF there as a thing makes you realize that best character is not in this game as a playable character, and it makes me sad. But now we're about to enter Cave Dungeon, where I'll tell you a nice little fun fact. You can soft lock yourself in this Cave Dungeon if you do some goofing off with that switch jump. I won't show you guys, but I'll tell you. There's another instance of her having to line herself up to climb the ladder because I wasn't perfectly lined up. We're supposed to hit this switch to open that door, but if we hit this switch, get into the save point, and then go back to the overworld and go back to the dungeon, the switch is activated, but the door is not open. Therefore, you are soft locked from advancing the game and you have to start over.
Got it figured out.
It's a very precise jump to do, but you don't need to do it because there's no reason to. Test it out yourselves if you're ever interested in seeing it. You just gotta hit, well, if you're on PS5 and PS4, you just gotta hit X and square at the same time if you're playing on keyboard. It's whatever your talk button and jump button is at the same time. Oh, there's wrong direction number 2. Now you may be wondering, why is Ram wearing a mask? There's no reason. Just during my main playthrough, I put accessories on all my characters. They don't really do anything.
I wonder if this opens a door.
Meanwhile, enjoy the Underverse theme.
Let's keep going.
It's a really good piece of music. And you'll hear it a lot. It's in more than one dungeon, just like most songs in this game. Soon I'm going to be doing another switch jump attempt, but I want to get myself on the edge of... I don't trust it. I probably could have avoided them going that way, but I don't trust it. But another switch jump, but trying to get to the edge of the little mountain I'm standing on top of. If I miss the switch jump and then jump too far, I'll fall off and lose a lot of time. But it's not actually that risky.
We should check. Yay!
Because most of the time you'll get stuck on the switch anyway, and therefore lose most of your jump. Like I did there.
This one looks pretty tough. Be careful, everyone.
Well, so everybody, since there's really not much in the way of commentary, what is everybody's favorite CPU candidate? Since this is the game all about the candidates, what is everyone's favorite? Mine is ROM. Because Mark II just made her my favorite. With Uni as a close second.
Go! Boing! Go! Boing! Go! Boing!
And yes, we are going out of the way to open doors 3 times in one dungeon. Pretty good dungeon design. 10 out of 10.
Well, I wonder if this opens a door.
The CPU candidates are ROM, RAM, Uni, and Nepgear. I guess in this game, Maho is introduced as a CPU candidate too.
Boing. Go. Jump.
Oh yeah, when I said that we gotta go out of our way to open 3 doors. Oh, I meant 4 doors. Hope people like doors. There's a lot of them in this game. That we went the wrong way 3 times.
Go.
Jump!
Go. Boing. Jump.
Thankfully, there's no landing lag in this game, so we can really just jump however much we want. In most NEP games, there's a landing lag if you jump from a high spot.
Boing. Go.
Freaking doors! How did they work?
Yay! Looks like we've got it figured out. Boing.
Thankfully, lean box section is about to be over. The lean box section was really just a bunch of cutscenes in one dungeon.
Fine with Rom. I'll be fine.
And introducing a new enemy battle theme exclusive to SVS, and it's actually really good. You get your head bobbing with this one. But too bad it doesn't last long.
Systems critical. Return to battlefield. Difficult.
The song's literally called Break, Break, Break! All caps. Makes sense in the context of the bosses you fight. Now we're basically back in Last Station now. Uni's trying to comfort her sister who's overworking herself and is in a bad mood. I'll talk about that in a minute.
You wanna go
And Noir's bad mood puts Uni in a bad mood, and Uni leaves us, so now we're Uniless, which it doesn't matter because Ram is the only character that exists.
Our destination is still quite a way.
What happened there? You'll see the game freeze a lot, and you'll see a bunch of auto-saving in the bottom right. We can't turn that off. Auto-saving breaks this game.
If you're tired, just tell me.
Sometimes you're not allowed to move your cursor or do anything at all until the auto-saving is done. So you'll see the game freeze a lot. There's nothing we can do about it. I don't know how it works on PC, but on PS5, it's bad.
Allow me to go first.
Now, I tend to get lost a lot in these caves. Let's see if I get lost here.
Take this.
They fixed one cool... it's really cool. They fixed one main problem with V2. When you smash boxes, you has a chance to get some items, but it will give you a text box that you have to skip and completely halt whatever you're doing. In SVS, it just gives you the items and it does not halt whatever you're doing. So I'm glad of that quality of life change, and I hope they keep it in future NEP titles.
Let's keep going. Well,
Wait, did I mention more doors?
if you're tired, just tell me.
There's going to be a dungeon all about doors later. It's a good thing we don't really have to do anything in that dungeon too much, but there's going to be a dungeon all about the doors that's supposed to trick you later. But when you know the route, it's one of the easiest dungeons in the game. It's just a long one.
The release date of that game I've been waiting for is just a few days away. I'm so excited.
And here's our first instance of going to unlock this door, but the switch ain't on that plaque over there. It's up here on another ladder. So if we have any Zelda fans in the chat and who has played Zelda Twilight Princess, you'll be very fully aware of similarities in climbing ladder speed between Zelda Twilight Princess and this game. Twilight Princess is worse, but this one is still so bad. And you'll see that on full display in not too far from here, where we climb a really high ladder and it takes forever. That was bad RNG. He normally doesn't move backwards, but it's like he saw the hurricane coming and he was like, ah, screw this, I'm out.
Going here? I hope there's no strong enemies around.
Alright, so basically, the cave dungeon we were just in, we're going to be in it again, but now we're going to go through the middle section into the outside world.
Come on, let's get going.
But hey, I hope you love this dungeon, because we get to go through it twice in a row, except the second time is much more of this dungeon. This first time we're exploring, the second time we got to bring Noir with us. So finally have some of y'all's favorite CPU joining us, good old Noiru.
This one looks pretty tough. Be careful, everyone.
There's 4 enemies here, but we really only have to kill the main one. The rest of them does not matter. The game does not care about them.
I win! Woohoo!
They all just disappear when the main body is dead.
That wasn't so bad. Allow me to go first.
Yeah. You heard it in the cave, but now you're going to start hearing it just so much more now that we have VIIR with us. We're going to hear her just say random stuff. Allow me to go first when she wants to run. They just talk non-stop, especially.
Our destination is still quite a way off.
Yeah, like that. Especially when we get a second party member other than Ram.
Let's keep the release date of that game I've been waiting for is just a few days away. I can hardly sleep. I'm so excited.
Whee! Oh god, skill issue. Can we say
Allow me to go
never seen that one before? That was a enemy on a mission right there.
jump. Boing.
Alright. This whole area we just traversed after this fight.
I'm with Rom.
We gotta do it again. And yes, I have been known to get lost the second time around after not getting lost the first time around.
I win.
'Cause, I am good-minded, very able-bodied. Oh, how's it going? Autosave causing that to load slower.
Let's see what's up ahead.
Yeah, time to have autosave. Freeze the game there, don't worry. It may look like it's about to crash, but that's just the autosaving. Doing autosaving things. Doesn't stop it from giving me a miniature heart attack every time it does.
you're tired, just let me know. I can take over for you. Our destination.
Nothing changing here except we just gotta get to a marker that we had a boss fight earlier, then go a little bit past that. I'll try to make things entertaining by showing off some of the stuff you can do in this game. You can change party members right away. You don't have to hit the pause menu. So if you're tired of Ram being the main character, hey, we got Noir with a hat.
Yes, we made it.
Or if you're into big boobas, you got VIIR. I really want you to look another direction, Rabbit. Can't believe that happened twice. I've never seen it happen before. It happened twice.
If you insist on dawdling, I'm just going to pass you.
As long as we switch back to Ram before the next boss fight, you can really just have any main character. Sadly, it lags the game a little bit if you do that. I just watch how slow this is.
We've got a long way to go.
So we really try not to do that in a speedrun if we can help it. Here's the ladder we saw before the boss fight.
Let's keep going. We've arrived.
Yeah, Vert has bunny ears because it made sense. Noir has a hat. Ram has a Persona 5 mask and a cop hat on because, I don't know. I thought it looked cool at the time. Oh. Had to pop some fingers and then I forgot that was a transition. Oh yeah, did I mention that there's a second half of that, or a third
Navigation to you.
half of that dungeon that makes no sense, but... Do I go left or right? Left, I think. I hope. I feel like it was right.
Our destination is
No, it was
just a
left.
little further ahead.
You know what? I can do this.
Should we check the map?
It was left. I went to correct direction.
Allow me to go first.
You made me. You'll see me cheat a little bit because I don't want to get lost in some dungeons. It's really big time loss.
Made it. Our destination.
But in some dungeons, I'll be like YOLO and attempt to go from memory and then get lost. We're still at 3 loss, by the way. If anyone's been keeping count, we're at 3.
If you're tired, just tell me.
We go that way. I think this way. Yeah, this way.
Take this. If you're tired, just let me know. I can take over for you.
We can almost jump up there from down here. Almost. If there was just a pixel where we can just jump for a second, we can get some extra height and engage an enemy in a fight, and it will warp us up there. I came so close to skipping the ladder in every one of these dungeons. We just need a little bit more of a push, and then we can get it done. So if there's any some skip finders out there for video games, that would be a nice big one.
Let's keep going.
I'd like to skip as many ladders as possible in this game.
I wonder if this opens a door. Go. Let's see what's up ahead.
We're almost done with the last station section. We're about to fight a new CPU. Well, We think they're a CPU for now. We later learned that they're actually a candidate.
You don't stand a chance against me.
But we gotta fight this robot first. This little android who's in our way. And like I said earlier, androids suck. Thankfully, when we're CPUs, we get no knockback. So androids don't suck when we're transformed.
You don't stand a chance.
This is a 3-part fight with no saving in between.
I'm afraid we're out of time. As long as I'm with Rom, I'll be fine. There! Yay! I win!
Easy peasy. Now I'll start mentioning more about the story. Not only, we all know that the world is in distress right now. Planet Neptune was also completely like taken over, which is why everyone's like in hiding at the start here. We're in a used game store. Now that we have all the CPUs together, we're going to retake Planet Neptune. But first we got to do a little side thing. We can't go retake it right away. We got to go a little dungeon here.
Wonder what kind of monsters are out there. All right, follow me.
Woo! Almost encountered that pipe. This one we actually gotta kill all 3 of them. Not too hard if you line up your attacks just right. Now we're basically by ourselves right now, and we're gonna meet up. Actually, I think this is the part of the story where we're alone and we're about to meet up with other people. It's been a while. The main source of the enemies in this game, they call it the trendy phenomenon. Basically, a bunch of monsters like these just appearing. You can call them kind of like the discs from Vanilla that would spawn monsters. Well, actually, it's kind of stayed consistent throughout the whole game. Discs to spawn monsters. They just gave it a different term in this game. It's called the trendy phenomenon. Okay, that was not the portion of the game I thought it was. Now we're about to take back Planet Neptune, I believe. Yep, here we go. Now this one's a pretty long section. It's one of the longest in the game. The take back of Planet Neptune. It has a song playing, which is pretty good. V2 song. Good old autosave freezing the game. Don't worry, it's not going to crash. Or at least it has yet to crash with me. A bunch of areas are blocked off. We're really just on one linear path. So we gotta go very specific direction. Gotta go up 2 flights of stairs. Then go down, or we gotta go to the other side of the building and then go down the same 2 flights of stairs. Then we're going to climb a really long ladder while the game freezes again from the autosave. Because we're getting a lot of luck with the autosave. Alright, so I hope everyone loves ladders because, and spinning. Because This is what I do to entertain myself when I climb this ladder. Thankfully, that's the longest ladder in the game, so it's over with. There's one that's almost as long as that near the end of the game. We went all the way up to the 4th floor just to take an elevator back down to the 1st, but on the other side of the building. Alright, so during my D-rest run of this, I got lost in the next area. Let's hope I do this right this time. Knowing Marathon look though, we might get lost again. This will be lost number 4. Ha! Skill issue.
This monster is no match for me. Who wants to play with Ram next? Who wants to play with Ram next? We won! Yeah!
Okay, I did not get lost. We did get a little sidetracked from the enemy, but no loss. Still 3. The reason why this segment's so long on taking back a Platoon, we gotta do this whole city section we just got done, and then we're gonna go into 2 separate. For some reason, the developers thought it'd be cool to have not 1 but 2 separate ones of a block pushing puzzle. Dungeons. There's a bunch of block pushing puzzles, but there's 2 sections of it. All in one little retaking of Platoon.
Our destination is just a little further ahead.
And these are kind of annoying because you'll see something similar to the stair climbing.
Our destination is just a little further ahead.
Whenever I push a block, I gotta stand in a very specific spot so she'll push it as fast as possible. If not, she'll have to line herself up perfectly to push the block, because you can only push blocks one way in one way only.
Are you tired? Our destination is
Hey, this is some good music to listen to, though. These right here. I'll show you what happens if you push the block in the one of the worst places to push the block. Oh yeah, in this game, blonde Naruto runs. Just wanted to point that out. I like that animation a lot.
Our destination is up ahead. Look, there's something over there.
Alright, let me show you like what happens if you do it in the worst spot.
So heavy!
See how like long that takes?
So heavy!
So you don't want to exactly hug the block, but you want to be more than like a few centimeters away from it either.
So heavy!
You insist on blocking. I'm just going to block.
Yay! Looks like we've got it figured out.
Yeah, it's exactly like vanilla if you're not aligned properly on the chests.
Our destination is just a little further ahead.
That's exactly where they got it from, because that was a pain in the butt in vanilla too.
Yay! Looks like we've got it figured out. Look, there's something over there. Our destination is up ahead. Our destination is up ahead.
This dungeon's easy to memorize, because you'll see that little part right there a bunch. You only go right of it on the very first time. Every other time you go left.
Just a little further ahead.
Makes it easy to memorize where you're supposed to go.
If you're tired, just let me know. I can take over for you. I'll leave the navigation to you.
Going out of my way to do a thing. We ain't seen this yet. Now we got the CPUs talking about how they actually miss Neptune. She makes the party lively. And of course, Noir is the one to point it out. Noir loves Neptune.
Ask you.
And they really try to point that out a lot in this game. The one who worries most about Neptune is Noir.
You insist on dawdling. I'm just going to pass you. Let's see what's up ahead.
But you think we're done just because we see this exit here. No, we got a block dungeon part 2, guys. Hope you didn't get enough of block dungeons.
I passed you.
Blondie's learned the definition of I passed you. I'm still ahead. Here we go. Part 2. Electric Boogaloo.
Let's see what's up ahead. Go! So heavy! You're just gonna leave me here? Savage.
Yay! Looks like we've got it figured out.
Oh, look. We see it's time to go left again.
Our destination is up ahead.
Activate. Access denied. This is definitely one of my top songs from
I'll
V2.
go ahead. We should check
It made Sinmu Labyrinth bearable. And it made the 3 maze dungeons bearable. Huh, whoops. My brain died. I had a literal death, IRL.
Are you tired?
But it's working again.
heavy. So heavy.
You're just gonna leave me here? Savage.
So heavy. I wonder if this opens a door.
Strenuous exercises.
Strenuous exercises. Strenuous. Blonde preaching to the choir.
I passed
Oh yeah, we saw that formation again, so we turn left. Just to have to turn left again.
Our destination is up ahead. Our destination is up ahead.
Oh, whoops, I pressed the square button really far away. That was a lot of walking.
I wonder if this opens a door.
I wonder if this opens a door. Well, I don't know. I didn't see a door there. I saw lasers, though.
Go! Boing! Jump! There's something here.
The only time we turn right when we see that formation is when there is no left.
Our destination is up ahead.
But yeah, okay. Just had to make sure. I don't count that as getting lost since I didn't actually walk in the wrong direction too far.
Are you tired? So heavy. Go! If you're tired, just let me know. I can take over for you. Go! Our destination is just a little further ahead. Boing! Go! We should
That switch is weird because it's like the only one or one of two that does not change color when you hit it. So it's hard to know if you got it activated or not.
destination is up ahead. We should check.
Yeah, Velo, get some well-deserved rest, man.
Go! Are you tired?
We're done with the block puzzles! For now. I don't think we're completely done with them for the rest of the run.
I passed you.
We're still in the Saving Planet Neptune section, by the way. Now we're about to go up a lot of stairs. Like, a lot. Because we're in Planet Tower, and this is really just showing just how massive Planet Tower is.
If you're tired, just let me know. I can take over for you.
How considerate of you, Noir.
Let's fly.
We can't fly. We're not transformed, Noir.
I'll leave the navigation to you. Jump!
And now we're at the boss. Dun dun dun. Who else would the boss be other than, you know, the character that we've been fighting for 27,000 years now? And really wish they'd retire this character for at least one game, but they won't.
Allow me to bring you to your doom.
Yeah, when you get to when you watch my stream and stuff, you'll learn quickly that I dislike the overuse of R4.
There's still more to do, but I've got to go back.
I hadn't had my fill.
But hey, we've retaken Planet Neptune. We got Neptune back, and now we got Louis. The only decision in the game, if we pick the top choice of can't decide, we'll have more cutscenes, so we either just gotta pick left or right.
You wanna go? There are enemies here.
It's basically picking between two different friends on what they want to do.
Keep going.
Left of them's one, the right one's the other, and then the top one will be just do what they both want to do, which creates more cutscenes. So do not hit up like I accidentally did in my very first run of this game. After like 4 playthroughs, my very first actual speedrun, hit up. Well, I get lost. Let's find out. I tend to get lost on this dungeon. Oh, like I did there. Yeah, this dungeon has a big time loss if you get lost. Not the biggest in the game, but yeah, this is pretty big. Out of the way there.
If you're ever lost, just check the map.
There's some instances where if you hug the wall, those enemies cannot touch you. What do you mean? R4 was in Vanilla, Mark II, Victory, V2. She was not in Super Dimension Nep, I'll give her that. She was in Cyber Nep. She was in Hyper Devotion Noir. For no reason.
I'll support you.
I'm trying to remember what other. She's in this game. She's not in Super Dimension. Or Neptunia RPG. She's in Game Maker. And I ain't played Virtual Star, but I'm pretty sure she's not in Virtual Stars. And of course she's not in Synderen Net, because that takes place in the world of Synderen. There's Lost number 5. So what is that, like 4 games she's not in? Out of almost 20 now? And only one of them makes sense that she's not in?
Hey, where are we?
Shit.
Should we check the map?
Okay, yeah. This is my most hated dungeon.
Hey, where are we?
Do not like this dungeon. I get lost so much. Woo! The hair on the chinny chin. We dodge that. Well, let's go to the main lines and remakes, right? She's in all 4 mainline. All 4 remake, 5, 6.
Well,
When you count Rebirth 1 Plus and Reverse.
opens a door.
She's in 100% of the main timeline. It's time to stop.
This one looks pretty tough. Be careful, everyone. It hurts.
But my feelings of R4 aside, I guess it makes sense when you add time wizardry in this game.
You want to go here? What a relief to be
Considering this game is all about the time wizardry. Using the Deity of Sin as a vessel. Or wait, no, you
All right.
wasn't the Deity of Sin they used as a vessel, it was the Ultra, or the Zero Dimension
I
version.
do hope you find my skills useful.
Everybody's tired and hungry by now, right? I'll cook us all a feast. Come on, let's get going.
Yeah, that was definitely
Where
a
are you
weird
going?
thing to do. I always hit the wrong stick. But I want to fast travel.
Boing.
You want to go?
Want to check out some gun shops?
You want to go here?
Okay, so what we're going to do here, but I accidentally go into the shopping mall, but
Play tag. Come on, let's get going.
we're going to go to the arena, where we unlock the next event. Kind of fools you, because it says there's an exclamation point in the city, but then you look in all the fast travel places, but there's no exclamation point. There's nowhere to go. You have to go to the arena. And then the quest was in here, but there's no indication of it. Whoops. What about the Ashen Goddess?
Believe in yourself and do your best.
Oh yeah, in this section here in the arena, we are Nepgear only.
Here I go. Yeah. Yay, we destroyed it.
So we finally get to be somebody other than the monster ram.
Believe in yourself and do your best. Yay, we destroyed it.
Yeah, it's a device her and Nepgear builds in the future timeline. Alright, so
They may be strong, but if we
this fight can be as bad as an android fight, depending on how fast she wants to attack.
Shall we?
And yes, that is Toho. Shanghai Alice is a reference to Toho.
Sorry to do this to you.
I did it.
Can't believe
Okay, that was not too bad. It could have been way worse than that. Is it this one or the next one where I can add them? Yeah, it's the next one.
Believe in yourself and do your best.
I'll erase you from this world.
Thank you, autosave! Autosave can freeze you in the middle of a fight, too. Because while overall this game is built really well, the autosave really ruins it.
I'll support you. As long as I'm with Rom, I'll be fine.
This is the end. Allow me to bring you to your doom.
There.
What? Look at her health!
I'll get you next time.
I had some super low damage rolls. She's supposed to die in one tornado there.
Here. What a relief to be back in one piece.
made up my mind. Let's do this thing. Woohoo! All right,
Hey, it's the very first dungeon we went to. But you don't think it's just gonna be this dungeon, do you? Oh, it's another block pushing dungeon! Whee! Except it doesn't have the same music. Come on now.
we should check for traps.
The noise. Something in Calm is what this song is called. Alright, so you see that block there? We gotta raise the platform or activate a switch to raise that block up. We can almost skip this section too, just like that. The caves earlier I talked about. We can just barely miss that jump without needing that block to be raised. Just barely miss it, like just literal pixels away from making it. I tried for hours. It could probably be done on PC with higher FPS shenanigans, but it hasn't been tested yet. But on PS5, it is just barely not happening. We could skip this whole going there and activating the switch and walking back section if we can just make this jump. Oh, there's 3. I always forget there's 3. I push it twice every time for some reason.
Looks like we've got it figured out.
Never fails. There's also going to be something I hope coming up. I can do first try, but being rusty as I am, even on my D-Rust run, I took 5 tries on it. So we'll see how many tries it is. Go ahead and get in your head how many tries you think it'll take me to do a specific block pushing puzzle right here. I screwed it up already. Alright, so we're gonna go try number 2.
We should check for traps.
Okay, yeah, this is it. So if you'll thought second try in your head, then you got it right. Didn't take me 5 tries like the D-Rust. My silly self kept on doing the same thing over and over again on the D-Rust. Oh, okay. Just had to make sure. So I guess you can count that as getting lost, number 6. Yeah, because I'm really lost. I think I did this last time. I saw those archways. It was supposed to indicate a shortcut. But it takes you nowhere. I got fooled by that last time too. Okay, getting lost number 7. We don't have to do that block pushing puzzle. We're on a roll, guys. We got lost like 2 or 3 times in this dungeon. There's not much of the run left. We're about 65% of the way done. So not many more opportunities to get lost.
We should check.
Alright, there's a specific save point I need to enter and exit once we leave this block dungeon.
Well,
Reason being is we'll be coming back here at the end of the game. It's going to save us some time. If we get it.
go. Make sure you save in the right place.
It's like the very first dungeon, except we gotta do it in reverse. We gotta go up here first. I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it.
We should check.
Oh yeah, we've also had this side character
Figured out.
with us this whole time named Higurashi from that popular horror anime series called Higurashi no Nokukoro ni. And she is a pretty good representation of that anime. I've never seen it, but I know what it's about. Higurashi in this game can give you some very scary faces when she wants to. Her voice actress also does a pretty good job too. We're about to find out right here because we're fighting her because she's gone a little mad.
As long as I'm with Rom, I'll be fine. I'm gonna get you up! Higurashi, calm down. Higurashi's gotta do her best. You wanna go? What a relief to be back in one piece. How about this one? Let's get some rest. You wanna go? Don't just rush into a dungeon that you're not ready for. Come on, let's get going.
Now, all the security robots in Planet Neptune have gone wacky. So it's time to go to the roof again and fight. Oh, are we going to fight someone different? Nah, you guys already know. We're going to fight R4 again. We get to do the stair climb again. Round and round it goes. Where it takes us, nobody knows. I'm still hoping to get under my 205. The estimate on the schedule says 210, but I'm still on the 205 hopeful train. This is the first one that will take more than one if you're unlucky. So I did a backup tornado. It looks like I didn't need a backup tornado. She died from the first one. Oh, whoops. Oh my god! Go to the actual one.
I think I earned myself a pudding. Finally, I can get some rest.
Alright, now we're about to get to the big plot-heavy part of the game, where we go into the future and learn exactly what most, to the extent of exactly what's going to happening with the time travel shenanigans. And it's one of my least favorite dungeons, if not my least favorite dungeons in the game. The one we go to as soon as we go.
You wanna go here?
Yeah, okay, I'll try here. We gotta do this little part right here where we fight, Henri first. Which, by the way, I ain't been mentioned yet, but that's another character new to this game.
Let's see what's up ahead.
The new characters introduced are cool. They're good. They add a nice depth to the story. The story is so crazy, but it's a good kind of crazy. The true ending sucks, but the story leading up to it is so good.
Looks pretty tough.
Definitely
Everyone.
don't sleep on this game.
I should destroy all of you.
Just do not play the PS4 version.
You're the one who
I can only imagine
are my
how bad the autosave feature is in that game if it's this bad on the PS5.
As long as I'm with Rom, I'll be fine.
Don't get in the way of my revenge.
Henri, that's enough.
I
Yeah, a few more cutscenes, then we're going to go to the future and learn about what happens to send the Ashen Goddess, aka Maho,
Wanna go
back to
here?
the past.
Exhausted. Ooh, I miss my bed.
Ah, man. I don't want to go too much in spoiler territory because it is still a relatively new game,
Going here? Let's head here.
so I won't say too much about it. Just know that this is going to be a very quiet section
Let's
because everyone's fucking dead, except for Neptunia and Maho. Remember earlier when I said the dungeon that we're going to be in the future part of the game where we won't have to activate the ladder and door again? This is the dungeon. I went past it. I do this a lot. Actually, it's this dungeon or the next one. One of these two. This dungeon is all about going very far out of your way to activate switches to open the door. But it's really far out of the way. Like, they don't go easy on how far you gotta go. This one opens the first door, and we don't even get a warp there. We gotta go all the way here and then go all the way back. This dungeon is so unnecessary. I'm going to attempt to do something that's like really frame perfect doesn't save any much time at all, just frames. And if I mess up, I'll lose a crap ton of time. But hey, that's what you guys are here for. So I'm going to attempt it. I'm going to attempt a switch jump into a portal and activate the portal at the same time I land. If I don't get the switch jump correctly, I'll warp and then have to come all the way back here. Are you guys on team I'm going to get it first try? Or team it's going to take me a few tries? I got it! Saving them frames by doing a very unnecessary trick. There's another one. I'm not going to get lost. So it's this way. Let's see if we can get this one too. Or will I chicken out? I don't know. Dun 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 dun. So if we go 2 for 2. Yeah! We real gaming here. You don't need to do that trick at all. It saves such a minuscule amount of time, but I got it both times. Let's go. Oh yeah, it's been a lot more quiet because earlier I did mention everyone dead. So how do I have people on my team? Well, Nepgear built androids, and they can't talk. So even if we did have partners, it would be very quiet. And that's why she didn't say anything in that fight. Which makes you learn that if there was no audio, we would save time because it's fast. It was faster for her to not talk. It instantly went to the fight faster than it normally would have if she was talking. So that will make you think, okay, I'll just turn down the in-game audio for their speech, right? No, that doesn't work like that. It only saves time if their mouths don't move, which in this whole game is only when your characters are androids. Do their mouths not move? So if you didn't pay attention to that first fight, whenever I get into another fight, just pay attention to it again. Their mouth will not move, and it will quickly pan to the enemies faster than in a normal fight. This is another dungeon I tend to get lost in a bit, so let's see if we do or don't. Yeah, see, she don't even make jumping sounds. We would save so much time if we can get rid of Ram talking every fight. But there's no way to stitch her mouth closed. So we have to put up with it. think it's this way. Maybe I don't think it's this way now anymore. Yep. Okay. My brain was like, okay, you don't bust blocks there. Why are you going that way? I kept on going that way anyway. So that's me ignoring myself. Good going me. We're at 8 getting losses now. Certainly, it's a different experience when your characters don't say any sound effects for everything they do. No saying, yeah, after every ladder. Or after every fight. Or after every this, that, and the other thing. Alright, now after this, we are going to the dungeon that we've been to near the beginning of the game. But yeah, did you notice how it just went straight to the enemy just after just like 1 second of looking at Ram's face? It would save so much time if we could get rid of the dialogue in the whole game. Probably a minute or more if I had to guess. But sadly, turning in-game audio off for their voices does not count the same as them being androids, apparently.
I hope there's no strong enemies around.
Right here. Now we are here. Except it has different music this time. We're in the Underverse theme, except we're on land. With the sun out. Logic. Music choice. Alright, so at the end of this dungeon, we're going to come up to an supposed to be normally unwinnable fight with R4, whose level is insane. She's like level 9 million or 999,999, or give or take a 9 there. But we're New Game Plus, so we can't beat her, but we also can't die. But we are under a time limit. We can't speed up the fight. We just gotta get her to a certain threshold before we run out of dialogue, because there's gonna be a bunch of dialogue during the fight. And the goal is to get to a certain HP threshold before the dialogue runs out, which we get there way before the dialogue runs out, due to how strong and overpowered Ram is. It was previously thought that we should use Higurashi in this fight because she poisons, and due to how high level R4 is here, she takes a lot of damage every second. But then I learned myself that thanks to Ram being Ram, you don't need Higurashi. But yeah, here's that ladder that we activated the first time we were here, but because we're in the future, the game treats it as already being activated, so we don't have to activate it no more. If you do accidentally beat her, the game's off. How do you accidentally beat her? I have yet to figure that out. I mean, I've only been a solo character in this fight in New Game Plus, but I can only do 25% of her health. I think my best is like 40%. But you really only need like 20% of her health depleted before the conversations disappear, which is easy. But yeah, here's the first fight that we don't instantly win. We're just under the time limit of however long they characters talk on the top left. That was unfortunate, but not the end of the world. That should be enough. I went way over the damage you had to deal.
You want to go?
Aaron was, or Marin, was that a poke at me? But yeah, if you thought we ain't fought R4 enough yet, well, I got some good news for you, because we ain't fought R4 enough yet, guys. We're on our way to another fight. It's called R44. After 112 cutscenes. I counted, trust me.
Let's head back.
No, don't trust me, I didn't really count. But there was a lot of cutscenes there.
I wonder what kind of place this is. Let's go in. Ooh, I'm so excited.
And this is the first R4 fight, not counting the 9 million leveled one, that actually takes more than one tornado.
This one looks pretty tough. Be careful, everyone.
This is the end. Allow me to bring you to your doom.
She moved in front of the first tornado. What a galactic hornswoggle. I'm trying to think of a family-friendly term to use there.
Should we go in? How about this one? It's time for tea.
Oh yeah. Also, just in case y'all weren't done with R4 yet,
You found.
guess what? We're not done with R4 yet.
Come on, let's play. Come on, let's get going.
We got a decently long dungeon here if you don't know what to do. But this one is the dungeon with a crap ton of doors everywhere, meant to confuse you. Bunch of switches to open doors and close other doors. But there's really only one switch you got to activate at the start here. And yeah, the game fools you. So don't fall for the trick. If you need a tutorial on how to do this dungeon quick, and just watch this. Hopefully this android doesn't be a B word, because she loves to do that. See? Bad luck. There we go.
That wasn't so bad.
Okay, wait, I need to get my bearing. Where's the start of the dungeon? Okay, there it is. The game threw me completely off there. It normally ain't that bad. You just gotta go to the right of the starting area. Go all the way over here and activate one little switch. And you got the first half of the dungeon done.
Well,
All the while, you get to listen to Medusa playing in the background. That's the name of this BGM. You might recognize it from the last dungeon from the Net Victory run we had before this one. Because, yeah, it's the music that plays in the final dungeon of Victory. And the music that plays in Planet Neptune's the city dungeon in V2. They can't really tell where to put this song, so they put it in just about any type of dungeon. Now we'll go all the way back to the start and then head left of the starting area. We gotta head to that door over there. Then you'll see another door past that. Avoid these searchlights, what they're called. They'll close the doors on you and you'll have to start over. But yeah, if anyone was frustrated with just how stupid this dungeon was, like I was on my first playthrough, this is really all you gotta do. Just one switch. Boom. Done. There's a few more switches in the second half, but the first half's really where all the bread and butter is of this stage. Now, if you remember long ladders, we got the second longest ladder in the game. I hope you guys love Ladder Climbing Simulator Part 2. Ram Boogaloo. I'm not holding the up button. Rip.
made it.
So the switch we're about to activate, in the direction we are supposed to go, after we activate this, there's a searchlight near the end, right next to the door that this opens up. If we hit that searchlight,
I wonder if this
and
opens
it's
the door.
not the easiest thing to dodge. Thankfully, I'm still 100% at dodging it, but there's going to come a day where I'm going to hit it. We have to go all the way back here and lose multiple minutes, because this is quite the journey it puts us on between that switch and the door we gotta go to. This could be the make or break of my 205 goal. I still believe in keeping to 100% I have at dodging this lights, searchlight. Oh yeah, more ladders. By accidentally hitting square the further possible distance we can go. This is partly why it loses a lot of time if you hit that searchlight by accident. We gotta reclimb 3 ladders, including that second longest one in the game. Fingers crossed, it's not that searchlight. That's one's easy to dodge compared to the one that we gotta actually dodge. This one right here, this mofo of a searchlight. Just watch how closely I am at dodging it. Holy moly. Gets me a heart attack every time, but we're still at 100% rate of dodging it. And that's dungeon, really. We're about to fight everybody's favorite boss for a 5th time. It's that next R4 fight I promised quite a few minutes ago. If you get caught by that searchlight, then the door closes. You have to go all the way back up, back around, and activate the switch, and lose multiple minutes because it makes you have to climb 3 ladders again. This one also takes 2 at minimum, as long as she doesn't move forward.
Goddesses and goddess candidates, prepare to die. Get out of my sight.
She warped, dude! She didn't even move. She just warped. What a bucket. Yeah, you're a bucket.
Is this the end?
I want to say more family-friendly things. You're not going to get me cussing. That warp is also not the most common thing she does either. That's pretty rare.
Let's take a little break.
Alright, so we got some cutscenes, some characters to, you know, who are nervous about the final battle
Wonder what kind of place
that's
this
coming.
is. Everybody's tired.
And then, if you know me and my stream in this game,
Keep going.
get ready to prepare any headbanging emotes you got. Spam them to your heart's content without breaking Twitch's chat and auto banning you and all that kind of stuff.
Going here?
Because when we get into this final dungeon, I want to see some headbanging emotes,
Let's take a break.
some rave emotes, because
Move quickly and keep
it's a
going.
jammer of a song that plays. I'll tell you guys when to start.
I wonder what kind of place. Let's take a little break.
Yeah, if you know the song, you know the song. It's known as one of my favorite pieces of Neptunia music in the history of the game series. Search it up on YouTube. It's called Lost Dimension: Sisters vs. Sisters. Which is kind of weird name just for music that plays in the game industry graveyard. But still, here we go.
You wanna go here?
Spam them to your heart's content. Let's go. Time to jam out. I'm even going to turn up my volume a little bit.
Keep going. Mind if I go first?
I want to see so much spam. Just not enough to get you guys banned from Twitch. Longest dungeon in the game. Let's go.
Our destination is still up ahead. Take that! Don't worry, we'll make it there together.
On average, we'll be listening to this music, although it may reset after every fight we do, but we'll be listening to this music for almost 20 minutes. That's how long this dungeon is. This is a Neptunia game with an almost 20-minute long dungeon.
Sorry, I passed you.
Like, my world record run is 18 minutes in this dungeon. Almost 18 minutes.
This one looks pretty tough. Be careful, everyone.
Alright, you may be wondering, why do I have Nepgear in my team? Well, this comes important later on some of the final battles. We gotta have Nepgear in our team. We need her to have the free transformation the game's gonna give her. And then we gotta get her out of the team before she's able to use it. She'll keep it for the final battle.
Hey, where are we?
Where am I going? That is a good question. This direction, right? Okay. That fight always turns me around.
It's a little soon for that, isn't it? You're okay, right? Yeah! Take this! Yeah! Take this!
I still got about 17, 18 minutes till final battle.
Where are we going?
Like I said, this is almost 20-minute long dungeon. Yeah, let's spam those head banging and rave emotes, guys.
Lead the way. Jump. Boing. Jump. Go. Boing.
See, thankfully you don't have to worry about your partners initiating a battle if they run into the enemy. The enemy doesn't give a crap about your partners.
Sorry, I passed you.
It's a shame that they didn't do more in this dungeon. Like, they actually had some stuff in Mark II's Game Industry Graveyard to do outside of just story related, but they didn't really do anything for the Game Industry Graveyard in this game. Other than give it one of the best songs in the series.
Still up ahead. Don't worry, we'll make it there together. Jump. It's a little soon for that, isn't it? You're okay, right? Boing. Jump. I'm sorry. I'll be careful not to pass you next time.
I'll try my best to say some new stuff, but it's really just a long dungeon with nothing to do. We just gotta. We're at the point now. We gotta find switches to activate ladders, and we gotta climb the ladders to the next area to find a switch to activate a ladder. That's this dungeon in a nutshell.
Tired and I'll take over.
There's no warps to the ladder after we activate the switch. We gotta activate the switch and turn around and go to the ladder.
Lead the way. Go. Jump. Boing.
Try to give something entertaining to watch a ram jumping over and over again.
Go. Boing. Jump. Go. Where are we going?
Where are we going? Clap, clap, clap. Over there.
Boing. Let me know if you're tired and I'll take over. Jump. Boing. Hup. Let's keep going. Please don't stare. It's impolite.
What's up, Netgear? We weren't staring at you. You were at the bottom of the stairs. We were at the top. That's one thing that makes no sense about this AI. They will say that line even if you're at the top of the stairs and they're at the bottom. And therefore, you can't even see them if you tried. Please don't stare. It's impolite. No. How about you please warp up here to me like you're supposed to?
Boing.
2 hours of memes of dungeon for. I wish this was 2 hours long. Oh, I would jam out to this if I'd find some way to do a dungeon that was 2 hours long.
It's a little soon for that, isn't it? You're okay, right?
Speaking of 2 hours long, if you're going for the platinum trophy, we do have a 2 hours long dungeon. The was it Plant Tower itself? Well, actually, I forget what it's called.
Where are we going?
We have to do 100 floors.
Go. Boing.
It's already been long enough since I got the platinum trophy. I forgot what it's called. But it's a dungeon you have to go through 100 floors in. And it takes a long time. A very long time.
Go. Let me know if you're tired and I'll take over.
Time for more switch activation. Except we gotta get it to lower blocks this time. Ah, crap. I get lost here, so it's left.
I'm sorry. I'll be careful not to pass you next time.
So if you thought this run was cool and interesting and stuff, there's a variation of this run called New Game. It's still using overpowered RAM, but hey, you have a chance of death and taking lots of damage each fight and actually having to worry about stuff. So if you're interested in a run like that, stay tuned for, don't remember if it's tomorrow or Sunday, we got VGM doing the New Game variation of this, but on PC where it's faster loads than PS5.
Well,
Okay, so where are we? We're here. Amen, Glitchy, amen.
lead the way. Should we check the map? Let me know if you're tired and I'll take over.
Jump!
I'm sorry. I'll be careful not to pass you next time. Boing. Jump. Boing.
Like, honestly, I don't know what they can do to have, like, new and innovative dungeons and dungeon puzzles and stuff. But this ain't it. This ain't it.
Let's keep going.
I ain't played Game Maker yet until it comes out to the West, and I don't want it spoiled for me, but hopefully they introduce a little bit more variety in how you gotta do dungeons. Oh yeah, did anyone want more R4? By the way, this one takes like 3 or 4 tornadoes.
You don't know when to give up.
Don't worry, guys. For those actually sick of R4 like I am, this is the final fight of R4. Unfortunate, that's a bad attack, and she chained into another one that's not common. She literally had one more hit left on a tornado, and she just like dodged it. What a creature. Alright, so okay. So we're in less than 10 minutes left. Probably around 8, 7 to 8.
Where are we going?
Over there. Neptunia. Time to activate this switch.
We should
To go over here where this block is, went lowered, and then activate that switch.
Sorry, I passed you.
Just go all the way back over here to where another block was lowered, and then activate that switch. You guys get the point now. It's a bunch of turnaround.
It's a little soon for that, isn't it? We should check. I'm sorry. I'll be careful not to pass you next time.
This enemy can be a little tricky to dodge. Oh, I was trying to go very far out of the way, but she noticed me from 10 countries away.
Where are we going? Boing. Lead the way.
Look at all these searchlights.
Where are we going?
They're all easy to dodge. And I have no idea what they do when they catch you. They close like... These searchlights in particular are meant to... If you hit one,
If you're tired, and I'll take over.
shortcuts like this are closed, so you have to go the long way. So nothing really bad if I got hit by a searchlight. But I still have yet to get hit by them because they move so slow. It's like they were built for like children players. For a rated T game.
It's a little soon for that, isn't it?
They make it look scary by having like 20 searchlights in the same spot, but they're easy to dodge. Not even my casual playthrough did I get caught by it. This is probably one of the longest tracks for a switch back to the ladder in the whole game. And it's the final thing we gotta do before the final 3 fights. Since we're near the end of the game, I'll explain the share system and the ending system. You need 30% to 99% shares for the true end. Good end requires 100% shares.
I'm sorry.
And the bad end requires less than 30%. And we doing quests, winning fights, looking at chirpers and stuff, they give you shares. If you lose characters in battle and look at red chirpers, you lose shares. It just so happens doing everything required in the game, nothing more, nothing less. We have like 37% or something like that, 32, barely enough for true end, so we don't have to do anything extra. Why is true end not 100%, but instead 30 through 99? We have no idea, but it's very convenient. But it does make getting the good end a bit of a hassle. But the bad end's not much of a hassle. We just gotta, like, favorite a bad tweet. until we get below 30%.
Where are we going?
Like, I'll go ahead and show it off. 47%. If you looked at the top right there, it showed I'm at 47%. So we're a bit higher than I thought. But we start this dungeon in the mid to low 30s.
It's not safe to leave me here like this. Made it.
Alright. And here is the final 2 of the 3 final battles. We're going to take out this guy, and then we're going to remove Nepgear before the next fight. What? Look at her health! I got so unfortunate. She had nothing health again. Wait, are you sure? When I was doing my endings for my plat playthrough, I could have sworn I saw everywhere say 99%. And I even had the true end at 99%.
Time to take out the trash.
Who knows? They were probably wrong. And I was just unfortunate, I don't know. It was months ago. Alright, so we got about a minute and a half till the end. Not yet, but get ready on those trigger fingers for time.
How about this one?
Okay, wrong one. There we go.
I'm home. I think I earned myself a pudding.
Alright, thanks to activating a save point earlier, and we're going to
Heal up quickly and keep going.
skip some shit. Oh crap. I leaked a curse word. Whoopsie. We're good. No problem.
Let's be careful. I wonder what kind of place I'm going to defeat all the scary enemies.
But now we skipped a lot of the dungeon. We're basically at the end. But here is a transform into purple sister strat so we don't take no knockback and then do an infinite combo.
Believe in yourself and do your best. I'll never give up the IS crystal.
We're just a few seconds away.
Whoa, please. Just listen to me.
You Maho.
I know you, but you can't possibly know who I am.
And time.
I don't want to hurt Maho, but I'm a little sad it's over. I don't get you. Who are you?
And that is SVS New Game Plus True End. It's an ending we don't have to work for. True ending we don't have to work for once. Brute force your way through everything. If you're a Ram fan, Ram finally gets some spotlight because most of the time Ram is the more popular sister. And we have this nice ending theme here. I'll let y'all listen to it. Love the ending credit artwork. All right, and that's that. This is a wonderful game. It's truly one of my favorites. I played it a lot. I went through 4 to 5 different playthroughs just to memorize the dungeons. I didn't even like load saves or anything. I just went through the whole game just to memorize the dungeon. Got 2 runs in to get my, or no, 3 runs in to get my world record time, and then I stopped playing the game. And now you wouldn't even believe that I used to have all the dungeons memorized at this point. It's still a fun experience. Someday I'll go do the bad end. But if you want to see an even better run, the new game version of this, stay tuned for VGM's run later in the marathon. Thank you for stopping by and watching my run. Hope you continue to enjoy the HDN Marathon and look forward to Z-Fresh's run up next. Cinder and Kagra, Neptunia. It was a pleasure. We'll see you guys on my next run tomorrow.